The two men who faced off in the last US presidential election and appear all but certain to face off yet again later this year, Trump and Biden, are finally putting their campaign face on. However, a poll showed that Americans are unhappy about the election rematch that came into sharper focus this week. Now here's what John Robert Bolton, an American attorney and diplomat, had to say on the possible rematch.
Well, I think inevitably it will come. I think it's very unsatisfactory to a huge number of Americans. There are polls that show 70% of the population do not want a Trump versus Biden rematch. And yet right now that looks to be the direction we're headed in. So I think people are very dissatisfied with this. As I've said, I don't think either Biden or Trump are fit to be president for a variety of reasons. And it's unfortunate for the country that this appears to be the choice that the voters will have.
Immigration, one of the most politically divisive and complex matter in the United States for decades, is emerging as a top issue in the 2024 elections. Bolton feels this will definitely be an important game changer.
Well, it should play a much larger role in the election than it has so far because the issues are so important. Right now, the focus and the reason this is getting distorted is disagreement over the policy with illegal immigrants coming across the Mexican border, which the Biden administration has not handled at all well, and which many people are dissatisfied with. This is a significant issue. I'm afraid it's begun to complicate aid to Ukraine, aid to Israel, and really focus on a whole range of international issues.
Americans are also getting increasingly wary of US involvement abroad. Here's what Bolton, who was also United States ambassador to the United Nations, said on Biden's handling of the war.
No, I think the Biden administration is handling it very badly, in part because it really is a wider war. This is not just Hamas attacking Israel. This is, I think, controlled by the mullahs in Tehran through their proxies, the terrorist groups, the Houthis in Yemen, who are closing the Red Sea and the Suez Canal to international maritime traffic. Hamas, obviously, against Israel. Hezbollah in Lebanon and Syria attacking northern Israel, and Shia militia groups in Syria and Iraq at Iran's instigation, attacking U.S. Military and civilian personnel in those countries. Since October the 7th, these militia have attacked Americans over 150 times. So this is part of the Iranian ring of fire strategy, as they call it, around Israel and really around the Gulf Arab states too. Not recognizing that strategic picture makes it impossible to have a coherent response to it. And I think that's largely where we see the failure of the Biden administration today.